Hello and welcome to the Wilkes Journal-Patriot's High School Sports Rundown, presented by Cooks and produced by River Street Productions. I'm Assistant Sports Editor Brandon Moree.
And I'm Sports Editor Zach Colburn.
And we had another great week of inter-county matchups last week as the Mountain Valley Athletic Conference seasons are starting to wind down. We'll take a look at the standings here in just a minute, but first, let's take a look back at last week's games. On Tuesday, East Wilkes hosted West Wilkes for a baseball, softball, soccer tripleheader. In the baseball game, the Cardinals beat the Blackhawks for the first time since 1999 with a commanding 9-1 win. 7 different Cardinals recorded hits in the game, and Graylin Durham had a team-high 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Both Andrew Nance and Alec Anderson scored 3 times apiece. On the mound, Bryce Vestal picked up his first win of the year after tossing a complete game and allowing just 1 unearned run on 4 hits. For the Blackhawks, Nathan Eller went 2 for 3. Over on the softball field, the Blackhawks continued their march toward a regular season conference title with a 5-1 win against the Cardinals. Emily Visnick, who is signed to play softball at Bradley University, led the way for the Blackhawks as she went 3 for 4 at the plate with a double and an RBI, in addition to tossing a complete game 2-hitter from the circle. Michelle Noble and Carrie Pennell also added RBI for the Hawks. For the Cardinals, Lauren Rakes, who also threw a complete game, went 1 for 3 with the team's lone RBI. And down on the soccer field, East Wilkes won its 3rd straight conference game with a 10-1 demolition of West Wilkes. The Blackhawks were playing without the services of 2-time MVAC Player of the Year Cassie Burtis, and the Cardinals took full advantage. Sierra Pierce had a hat trick for the Cardinals, and 6 other East Wilkes players also found the net in the game. Ayla Albert scored the Blackhawks' only goal. On Wednesday, the Cardinals' softball and soccer teams turned right around and squared off with Wilkes Central in Ronda. In the softball contest, Allison Parker led the Eagles to a 6-2 win against their crosstown rivals. Parker worked a complete game in the circle and allowed just 2 runs, both unearned, on 4 hits. She also recorded 4 strikeouts. At the plate, the Eagles backed her up with 10 hits, including a home run from Brooke McNeil. McNeil went 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs in the game. Casey Johnson also had a solid night at the plate, going 3 for 3 and adding an RBI. Jordan Ellis also had a multi-hit game as she went 2 for 4. For the Cardinals, Caitlin Macemore, Lauren Rakes, and Macemore and Grace Johnson each tallied 1 hit apiece. In the soccer game, the Eagles overcame a tremendous performance from East Wilkes goalkeeper Anna Parks to secure a 2-0 victory. Parks had 24 saves on the day and saved the Cardinals from being blown out on their home field. Brooke Bentley scored the first goal in the 3rd minute on a corner kick, and Sierra Masuko added a second in the 32nd minute with a strike on a free kick from more than 30 yards out. Neither team was able to find the net in the second half.
The Vikings and Blackhawks were scheduled to have a baseball, softball, soccer tripleheader on Friday, but the baseball game was moved up to Thursday night, and in that contest, the Blackhawks ended their 4-game losing streak with an 8-4 win. Both teams racked up 9 hits in the game, but the Blackhawks came up with 7 RBIs compared to just 2 from the Vikings. John Hamby paced the Blackhawks with 3 hits and 3 at-bats and a run scored. Alex Ortiz added 2 hits, 2 runs scored, and an RBI, and Jake Boyles, Josh Handy, and Nathan Eller each added a pair of RBIs. Logan Petty picked up the win for working 6 innings and allowing just 1 earned run on 6 hits. He also recorded 6 strikeouts. On Friday night, the Blackhawks finished off the sweep by winning both the soccer and softball games. In the soccer game, Cassie Burtis played limited but crucial minutes and had an assist and a goal in the Blackhawks' 2-1 win. Ayla Albert scored the game's first goal off an assist from Burtis in the 35th minute, and Albert returned the favor in the 50th when she assisted on Burtis' goal. Maria Munoz-Maya scored the Vikings' only goal of the game on an assist from Shauna Saunders. And up the hill in the softball game, the Blackhawks improved 10-0 in the conference with a 15-0 win against the Vikings in 3 innings. Emily Visnick and Caitlin Shepard hit back-to-back home runs in an 11-run second inning to quickly put the Vikings away. Visnick worked all 3 innings in the circle and allowed just 1 hit. Shepard went 3 for 3 in the game, and Haley Moore went 2 for 3 with a triple and a double.
Also on Friday night, Wilkes Central picked up big conference wins as the baseball, softball, and soccer teams each took care of Elkin. The baseball team won 10-3, the softball team won 5-0, and the soccer team won 2-1. There were also 2 conference golf matches last week, and Wilkes Central won both of them, extending their lead in the race for the conference championship to about 40 strokes, with just 1 regular season match and the conference tournament remaining. The Blackhawks overtook North Wilkes for 2nd place in the 2A standings last week, which is important to note because the winner of that season-long race will qualify for regionals. In the Player of the Year race, Wilkes Central's Chandler Metz, who posted scores of 34 and 35 last week, increased his lead over Starmount's Chris Fillingame to 10 strokes. Before we go, let's take a quick look at the conference standings. In soccer, Ashe County leads Wilkes Central in what has turned into a two-team race. In softball, West Wilkes leads Elkin by 2 games, and East Wilkes and Wilkes Central are tied for third. And in baseball, Wilkes Central leads the way with Starmount, who plays the Eagles this week, right behind in second. All right, we'd like to take this time to remind you to be sure and stop by Cook's, the area's leader in sports equipment, for all your baseball and softball needs. As always, be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at WJP_sports. And while you're at it, go ahead and like us on Facebook too. This has been the Wilkes Journal-Patriot's High School Sports Rundown presented by Cook's. Thank you for watching.